are out at a park. We have a little campfire going, and we're cooking up some pork carnitas pre-celebration dinner. All right, the spread is ready. So we are going to do a little assembly for you guys. We have a little bit of coals and a fire to our back to keep our back warm. The wind is blowing this way. We have the firebox keeping the rest of the tostadas warm. I'm gonna hand the camera off to my lovely assistant here. These beautiful greens. This pan's still hot, so it's keeping our meat warm while we eat. It's a little chilly out. And then last but not least, a little bit of sour cream on top. Good one.
Maybe.
Boom.
Yay.
All right, for this tostada, we found that it's actually, while you're camping, it's easier to eat functionally instead of beautifully. So we're gonna do reverse order. We're gonna go sour cream first. You get a better spread on the sour cream anyway. Then pico. Beautiful pork carnitas meat. This was cooked in a crock pot first, so it was fall apart. You know, different seasonings, yada yada. And then over the firebox in some grease after we had fried the tortillas. And voila. All right, we're gonna show you guys how to make one of the best bush pot scrubbers. So you need to find the tallest grass you can. It's the early in the season here, so this is the largest, tallest batch we have. And you just want to maybe get some of this duff out of the way. You want to cut it as low as you can without getting so much crap in there. The longer it is, the better. Usually about 1.5 feet or 2 feet. You can fold it over several times, but you know, use what you got. You don't want to pull it up from the root. It'll damage the grass, and you want to move around and pick a couple of different areas for sustainable harvesting. So you're not taking too much from one area. So this is the second handful we got, and there's a couple of things you can do with this. You can either tie it off on either end and use either, or in the middle and use either end as a scrubber, or you can bend it in half and hold it like that, and you can use this to scrub your pot. Or you could tie it off as well with rope or whatever. But they make really good scrubbers. If you're having a little hard time getting some stuff off, you can use a little bit of the grit from the river. Sometimes that'll take it, kind of act as a polishing compound and get most of it off. Good enough for me. I just like to get all that carbon kind of soot off. You can see on the insides, depending on the kind of wood. Like generally it'll always have a buildup like that, but some woods, I was burning cottonwood in this, and it burns pretty quick, and it burns pretty ashy. So it leaves this carbon residue on everything. But I try to get mostly off so it doesn't get your gear all constantly dirty. But you know, if you get most of it's good enough for me. We'll obviously dry this stuff off when we get back to camp as well. So we don't want any of our tools rusting. Get a little bit of mud in there. Good enough for camp. Good enough until we get home. You can see afterward that there's a lot of that greasy buildup in this. So you can see it does a pretty phenomenal job at removing it from your cooking utensils. And it's obviously biodegradable. No one